Imagine a child who spoke late, hated school rules, and was once called slow by his teachers. That same child grew up to rewrite the laws of space and time. This is the story of Albert Einstein, the man whose ideas changed how we understand the universe. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, in what was then the German Empire. As a child he was quiet, thoughtful, and fascinated by a simple compass his father showed him. Einstein later said the compass sparked a lifelong curiosity about invisible forces at work in nature. He struggled with rigid school systems and disliked rote memorization, preferring to explore ideas on his own. His parents moved to Munich, where he began formal schooling, but it was not a perfect match for his curious mind. At 16 he left school early and later moved to Switzerland to continue his education. He entered the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich to train as a teacher of physics and mathematics. After graduating, Einstein struggled to find an academic job and took a position at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern. This job gave him regular hours and, crucially, time to think deeply about physics. In 1905, his famous miracle year, he published 4 short papers that shook the foundations of science. One paper explained the photoelectric effect, showing light behaves like particles, a key to quantum physics. Another paper gave a brilliant statistical proof for Brownian motion, proving atoms and molecules were real. His third, and most famous, introduced the special theory of relativity, changing how we think about space and time. From that theory came the iconic equation E=mc. Mass and energy are interchangeable. Special relativity says the laws of physics are the same for anyone moving at a constant speed, and that the speed of light is the same for all observers. This led to radical conclusions. Time can slow for a moving clock, and lengths contract along the direction of motion. Einstein's work was not just abstract math. It explained real effects and later enabled technologies like GPS. But in 1905 he had no fame yet. He was a patent clerk with a handful of brilliant papers. As Einstein's ideas circulated, the scientific world began to take notice. He moved into academic posts and continued to develop his ideas about gravity. In 1915 he completed the general theory of relativity, a new theory of gravity that described mass curving spacetime itself. 1 year later, in 1916, he published the full field equations that explained how mass and energy determine the geometry of the universe. In 1919, an expedition observed starlight bending around the sun during a solar eclipse, a prediction of Einstein's theory, and the world learned his name. Suddenly Einstein became a global celebrity, famous beyond the scientific community. In 1921, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. Nobel Prize. Importantly, the prize honored his explanation of the photoelectric effect rather than relativity, but the award cemented his status as one of the century's great scientists. Einstein traveled widely in the 1920s, lecturing and meeting leaders, artists, and other scientists. Einstein married Mileva Marek, whom he met at the Zurich Polytechnic, and they had 2 sons. Mileva Marek. Later he married Elsa, his cousin, who supported him during his years of rising fame. Also Einstein, he loved music and played the violin throughout his life, saying music helped him think. Despite fame, he often dressed simply and was known for his playful smile and untamed hair, an image the world still recognizes. Einstein was an outspoken public figure who spoke out on politics, peace, and civil rights. In the 1930s, as the Nazis rose to power in Germany, Einstein, who was Jewish, left Europe and accepted a position in the United States. He settled at Princeton, where he continued research and public advocacy. As fascism spread, he became increasingly vocal about the threats to democracy and human rights. Worried that Nazi Germany might develop atomic weapons, Einstein signed a letter to the U.S. government alerting them to the possibility of a nuclear chain reaction. That letter helped prompt research that eventually became the Manhattan Project. Though Einstein himself did not work on the bomb, after World War II he became a prominent voice calling for arms control and international cooperation to prevent nuclear catastrophe. In his later decades, Einstein sought a unified field theory, an attempt to unify gravity and electromagnetism into a single framework. These efforts did not succeed in his lifetime. And today physicists pursue unification through quantum field theory and other approaches. Yet Einstein's vision pushed generations to ask deeper questions about the fabric of reality. Einstein was known for memorable lines. He said imagination is more important than knowledge. He loved simple pleasures, sailing though he wasn't the best sailor, playing music, and enjoying thoughtful conversations. He also had complicated personal relationships and was not immune to the flaws and contradictions of any human life. Einstein's theories reshaped physics and altered technology. General relativity is essential for GPS satellites to correctly calculate positions on Earth. His work on the photoelectric effect helped lead to quantum technologies, solar cells, and modern electronics. More broadly, Einstein changed how we ask scientific questions, emphasizing principles, thought experiments, and deep physical intuition. Albert Einstein spent his final years at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, continuing to work and to speak out on public issues. He died on April 18, 1955, leaving behind a transformed science and an iconic public image. Einstein's life shows the power of curiosity, persistence, and imagination. He failed some traditional tests yet succeeded by thinking differently and refusing simple answers. His scientific legacy still shapes our world, from satellites that guide our phones to the theoretical frontiers of black holes and cosmology. If Albert Einstein's life inspired you, hit the like button so more people can find this story. Subscribe and ring the bell for more deep dives into the lives of the scientists who changed our world. Tell us in the comments which scientists you want a deep biography of next.